Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Big T Anderson, and this is Dress Up by Demon Lord Satan from the Professor Layton. I'm sorry, I tried to do it like William Shatner and completely broke it. This is from the Professor Layton fandom. If you're new here, just put this on audio, just listen to it, listen to the fan fiction, surf the internet. If you want to do something, links down below. Noelle's in the background, just listening as well. Thank you, Noelle. Anyway, links down below to the author's page as well as to the fanfiction. Give a good review and just peruse the author's work, and hopefully you'll enjoy more of it. Anyway, let us begin. I'm just Schmucky Duck here reading it, and off we go into the wild blue yonder. Da, 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 dum. Noelle, can I get some quiet, please? Noelle. Noelle. Noelle! Thank you. Anyway, let's begin. Daddy. 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 Desmond Sycamore raised his gaze from his book as he became aware of his daughter's insistent calling. Yes, dear? I'm bored. Play with me. Please? She begged, her bright blue eyes shining. I'm in the middle of something right now, sweetie. Maybe later? He smiled. He couldn't help but smile at his precious daughter. Desiree definitely took after her mother in looks, and with those eyes and that beautiful blonde hair, she was still young, only about 6 years old, but Desmond could already imagine how her beauty would blossom, and as she matured, just as his lovely Jean had. Those two gave meaning to his life, a chance to be happy in spite of what had happened. But Daddy, you're always busy and you never play with me, the little girl protested. He could feel his already weak resolve crumbling as she pouted at him. She was normally such a quiet child, but when she had her mind set on something, he never could resist that face. Oh, all right. I suppose this can wait. What are we playing? We're gonna dress up. And I'm the princess? Why exactly? The blue-eyed child giggled as she explained again. I'm going to be the hero that saves the princess. I need a princess to save. She said this as if it was the most obvious thing in the world. Saving the princess from whom? That would be... I guess we need a villain too. Perhaps I could be a villain? Your mother would make a much better princess, he suggested. Desiree trailed off with a puzzled expression before nodding, dashing off to find her mommy. Mommy, come play with us. Desiree returned a short time later. Mommy, you're going to be a princess and Daddy's going to be a villain and he's going to kidnap you and I'll come save you. Is that so? Are you sure Daddy's cut out to be a villain? I think he'd be a much better princess. Jean... Desmond's cheeks turned pink, causing his wife to laugh even harder. Okay, I get it. I'm the princess. I'd better get dressed to look the part, Her husband almost said that she already looked like a princess, casual though her attire was, but she had already disappeared. Meanwhile, her daughter stared at him, appearing to be deep in thought, before exclaiming, aha, and running to find something. What that something was, he would find out very soon. When his daughter reappeared, she was dragging a wooden trunk that was almost as big as she was, and as Desmond jumped up in alarm, intending to help her, she decided that she had moved it far enough and plopped down on top of it, panting. After she caught her breath, she pried open the lid and began rummaging around inside. The first thing she removed was a brown and gray cape, which she handed to her father, saying, Here, try this on. This was followed by a black tricorn hat and a white mask, which she insisted on putting on him herself, and as he knelt on the floor amused, Desiree stepped back to admire her handiwork and mumbled, Something's missing. She returned to the chest and found a white feather boa, which she slung around Desmond's neck. There, perfect. He personally thought the boa looked a bit silly, but if it made the daughter happy, what did it matter? How do I look? Like true royalty. Jean's voice asked from the doorway, and Desmond's breath caught in his throat before he answered. She had donned a fancy pink gown and was absolutely breathtaking. Getting into character, though, he soon announced, "And your crown will be mine." He darted to her, grabbed her arm, and dragged her with him, pretending to ignore her feigned squeak of terror. "Oh no, not the princess! I'll save you!" And Desiree shouted. She chased after her parents, brandishing a toy sword. "It's too late. She's mine now." Desmond did his best attempt at an evil laugh. "No, please, help me, brave knight," Jean cried. "Stop there, villain!" Desmond, having managed to get stuck in a dead end, slowly turned to face his pursuer. He barely had time to blink before the tip of the fake sword was at his chest, and he growled, "You may have bested me this time, but I'll be back." He released his prisoner and threw himself sideways to make his escape. "Thank you for saving me. As a reward, I'll grant you any reward you desire." "Cake?" "The best cake you ever tasted." "Does the villain get some cake, too?" Desmond chuckled. "I'm sure that can be arranged." Yes, the Sycamore family was full of happiness and life, and it was only a shame that it couldn't last. Anyway, for those who don't know, the Sycamores, I only got one of the Professor Layton games, but it was a fun one, and I really enjoyed a little bit more expounding upon Sycamore's story. So this made me all warm and fuzzy, so I had to add it. And with that, those have been my choices, and next month we will have a whole new set of stories from a whole new set of fandoms, and then after that we'll go back to more fandom focused. So, thank you for listening. I do hope you appreciate it. And once again, this is Demon Lord Satan's Fanfiction, and have a good one. Ta-ta.